Welcome to this Dermalogica touch therapy training video. This video will take you through Dermalogica's original massage technique, our iconic pressure point touch therapy. Developed by our founder Jane Werwind, the aromatherapy massage techniques are complemented by Eastern-inspired pressure point therapy. A light and rhythmic massage combined with the therapeutic benefits of aromatherapy essential oils provides a welcome alternative to more vigorous European-style massage. We have always recommended this touch therapy for customers that are either contraindicated to deep skin manipulating massage movements, or those that could benefit from a lighter pressure. The aromatherapy sensory experience can help regulate the stress response and facilitate deep relaxation, whilst imparting specific skin benefits. Although the pressure point touch therapy only takes 10 minutes to complete, when the correct techniques are applied, you can deliver specific skin and well-being benefits that make your service experience a memorable one. Pressure point touch therapy is suitable for clients who are contraindicated to European massage due to high vascularity or fragility and aging skins that have lost tone and elasticity. It is an ideal alternative for clients with strong facial hair or stubble, as the uncomfortable drag against the hair growth typical of firmer style massages is eliminated. Due to the rhythmic pace of this massage and the work along meridian energy lines, it is also recommended for highly stressed individuals, those who suffer with tension headaches and insomnia. Standard contraindications to massage apply, and due care should be given to the appropriate selection of aromatherapy blend. Dermalogica's pressure point massage touch therapy blends Chinese acupressure with aromatherapy massage techniques, designed to balance the flow of qi energy in the body by working specific acupressure points along meridian lines. The techniques can be grounding and uplifting. Correctly applied acupressure can trigger the release of endorphins to ease pain whilst encouraging the flow of blood and oxygen throughout the entire body, all without stimulating movements or friction on the skin. Acupressure stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps regulate our stress response, allowing a sense of deep relaxation and facilitates a deep sleep. Gentle aromatherapy techniques help to eliminate toxins, relax tissues, and relieve muscle tension. This massage is best performed at the touch therapy stage of the treatment, but can also be used over a mask at the deep treatment stage, if appropriate. The direction of pressure and accurate location of pressure points are essential in delivering the therapeutic effects of this technique. Points along the governing vessel regulate stress and mood. Sinus points clear sinuses to improve oxygen intake. Occipital points ease neck and head tension and headaches. Pumping pressure combined with drainage techniques clear toxins in the tissues to improve blood flow and oxygenation whilst reducing congested tissues. Let's overview the start and finish points for each technique. Technique 1. Inhalations. Technique 2. Thumb pressures. Technique 3. Thumb drain. Technique 4. Forehead pressures. Technique 5. Forehead drain. Technique 6. Sinus drain. Technique 7. Jaw drain. Technique 8. Double drain. Technique 9. Scoop and drain. Technique 10. Shoulder press. Technique 11. Occipital pressures. Technique 12. Neck cradle and stretch. A key difference between pressure point touch therapy and European massage is the break in contact between movements. Contrary to the continual contact style of European massage, where only one hand breaks contact at any given time, pressure point is executed correctly when both hands leave the skin and both hands reconnect at the same time. This creates the unique and specific rhythm associated with this touch therapy. Each movement is repeated between 3 and 6 times, dependent on the client concerns. During the application of the pressure points, use your own body weight to rock into the movement with the correct posture, ensuring you avoid awkward joint positioning in the wrists and thumbs, which cause discomfort and could lead to repetitive strain injuries. We recommend standing for this touch therapy, positioning slightly further away from the head of the treatment bed and using a lunge position to help shift your body weight through the acupressure movements. Adjust the height of the treatment couch for comfort, but some movements require the client to have a slightly flatter head position for safety, so you may need to lower the couch and bend at the knees to keep your back straight whilst working. Let's review each technique in the protocol in more detail. Technique 1. Inhalations. Apply 4 to 6 drops of additive to your hands and press together. This aids the sensorial experience for the client. Follow by box pressing onto the skin to provide aromatherapy benefits and assist glide for drainage. Once the majority of additive is on the skin, hover your hands over the nose and encourage them to take some deep breaths. Let them find their own breathing space when inhaling the additives to enhance relaxation and begin the detoxification process. This has a direct effect on the limbic system in the brain, which is responsible for stimulating emotions and memory and can evoke feelings of pleasure and calm. Technique 2. Thumb pressures. Place thumbs together in between the brows, making sure your wrists are comfortable. Then begin rocking into the pressure over the centre of the forehead, beginning at the brows, moving up towards the hairline, pressing down towards the client's feet. This is working on the frontal sinuses and the frontalis muscle, helping to alleviate tension and stress from concentrating. When performing the thumb pressures, adjust your hand and wrist position for comfort. The thumbs sit close together, forming a V at the wrist. Technique 3. Thumb drain. Use alternating thumbs to perform light drainage movements up towards the hairline. This encourages lymphatic drainage, helping to smooth and relax this area along the governing meridian. Technique 4. Forehead pressures. Place thumbs between the brows and apply pressures along the brow line towards the temple. Lightly glide over the temples down to the ears. Repeat in the centre of the forehead and close to the hairline. The pressures provide an additional release from the frontal sinuses, whilst the light drain across the temples pushes lymph towards the pre-auricular nodes. Once the 3 sections have been completed, repeat the entire movement 3 to 6 times. Technique 5. Forehead drain. Begin at the centre of the forehead using the base of your thumbs, known as the thenar eminence, to lightly drain across the forehead, sliding down and off at the top of the ears, releasing sinus pressure and tension in the frontalis muscle. Technique 6. Sinus drain. Rest your thumbs together in between the brows to act as a pivot and keep the fingers steady. Use the index fingers, cushioned with middle fingers, to regulate intensity. To apply pressure to 2 sets of points positioned on the maxilla within proximity of the nasal bones. The first pressure accesses point 2 on the stomach meridian, located at the infraorbital foramen, a key entry point for the artery, vein and nerves of the sinus canal. Apply firm pressure toward the opening in the bone. Release and drain under the eyes to the top of the ear. Alternate with second point in the nasolabial groove, where the flare of the nostrils meets the cheek. Press, release and drain under the cheekbones to the bottom of the ear. This is the large intestine meridian, point 20, which is accessed to clear sinus congestion and improve breathing and oxygen flow. This alternating technique works the maxillary sinuses, relieving sinus congestion whilst the drainage moves lymph to soothe, along with reducing facial puffiness and swelling. Technique 7. Jaw drain. Place fingers at the centre of the jawline and lightly glide back to the ears, draining to the mastoid lymph nodes. Massage the ears, starting at the lobe, working up the spine to the top and back down using a medium pressure. In Chinese diagnosis, the ear is believed to represent the entire body. The lobe is the head, the outer cartilage is the spine, and the inside affect the internal organs. Massaging the ears brings about total body relaxation and balance. Technique 8. Double drain. Repeat steps 5 and 7. Place the base of the thumb at the centre of the forehead and lightly drain down towards the ears. Then place fingers at the centre of the jawline and lightly glide back towards the ears. Perform these movements one after the other. This alternating movement encourages detoxification of the tissues and provides drainage to the anterior and posterior auricular nodes. Technique 9. Scoop and drain. Scoop hands at the centre of the chin and glide back towards the ears. Flatten hands at the neck and drain down towards the clavicle. Drain the clavicle between 2 fingers towards the shoulders. This draining movement detoxifies the skin and body by working towards the submandibular and cervical lymph nodes. Technique 10. Shoulder press. Rest hands on the shoulders with fingers facing towards the feet. Press down firmly into the treatment couch and hold for a count of 3. This opens the chest to improve breathing by stretching the pectoralis major. Slide hands around the ball joint of the shoulder so that fingers are positioned underneath the shoulder. This movement lengthens the trapezius by stretching at the point of insertion. Use the heel of the hand to press the shoulder towards the feet, holding for a count of 3. Technique 11. Occipital pressures. Slide fingers around the shoulders and up the back of the neck to the base of the occipital ridge, ready to perform circular pressures on 5 key points. Point 1 and 5 are found behind the ear at the start of the occipital ridge. These are connected through their energy lines to the back, teeth and ears. Working these points together helps with headaches and relaxes jaw tension. Points 2 and 4 are found either side of the erector spinae muscle and directly link through the energy lines to the top teeth, throat, and frontal sinuses along the bladder meridian. Working these points together helps to alleviate neck stiffness as well as nasal congestion and helps with headaches and migraines. Point 3 is found following the spine to the highest point of the occipital ridge, which falls along the governing vessel meridian. Use reinforced fingers to massage this point to bring about total relaxation and reduce stress. Technique 12. Neck cradle and stretch. As an optional step, clarify if the client has experienced spinal injuries, whiplash, or surgery on the neck. If so, avoid this step and continue to massage the reflex point on the big toe. Begin by bending the knees into a squat to avoid discomfort in the upper back. Cup the neck in one hand, place the forearm flat on the bed, with the other hand turn the client's head onto the forearm. Then bring the free hand to support underneath the neck, centralize the head. Move slowly towards the side of the bed whilst keeping the forearms flat on the bed at all times. At this stage, the client's head must stay straight, aiming for the ear to almost reach the shoulder. Do not lift the head. Pause at one side, then repeat stretch on the opposite side. This gentle neck stretch releases tension in the sternocleidomastoid. At the end of the massage, place hands over the ears to remove all sound and sensory stimulation and hold for a count of 6. Gently release as the client exhales.